So why a candy crushing party? I have been asked many times why we throw a candy crushing party. It's kind of an interesting story. So back, I think like 6 or 7 years ago, I was trying really hard to teach my kids how to be healthy. My son had been going through some kind of big issues behaviorally, and I had learned about the GAPS diet and about gut issues that cause a lot of malfunctions with signals in the brain. All of the symptoms that he had matched GAPS syndrome. So we had switched our diet as an entire family in an effort to help him so that his brain would fire correctly, basically. And it worked. It really did. After about 3 days on the GAPS diet, he started to actually respond well to things, and he was doing really good. I didn't want to mess that up with all of the candy that the kids get on holidays. I also felt really uncomfortable just throwing the candy away as the kids got it. That made them feel bad. I didn't want to do that to them. It also felt a little bit rude to the people who had given us the candy. And so I wanted to do something that would be fun, but also show the kids that they don't need to eat it. They don't need to mess up their health in order to appease someone who gave them something. So I came up with this idea that to make it fun, I would let them crush it. And boy, did it work. So now every year the kids look forward to having a candy throwaway party. I have renamed it the Candy Crushing Party because I think that's a funner name than Candy Throwaway Party. And it actually resembles more of what we do because we're not just throwing it away for fun. The kids are actually doing experiments on it. They are crushing the candy. They're just having a blast. So we've done this now for many, many years. Basically, what we do is throughout the year, I have a little Tupperware that I put candy in that the kids get. When it's time to do the candy throwaway party, I pull that out and we use either a large amount of it or all of it. The years that we're not given a lot of candy, we use all of it. The years that we are given a ton of candy, I use like half of it, and then we can have another candy crushing party in a few months. The rules of the candy crushing party are that they get to keep crushing the candy as long as they don't eat any of it. The point of the party isn't just to crush the candy. The point of it is to have fun while we get rid of the candy and to make it an enjoyable experience, not to eat it. But if the kids start eating it, that kind of negates the purpose of the party. And so we're pretty strict about the rules of not eating any of the candy. There have been a couple instances where the kids snuck some of the candy. It's not like they get punished for that or anything, but they know that that's against the rules, and we may wait longer to do another crushing party if they do that. And they enjoy crushing it and experimenting with it so much that they don't want to eat it because they want to have another one as soon as possible. We do have it at least once a year. One year we had a couple of them 4 months apart. It depends on how much is coming in from gifts and stuff. So, as some people know, sometimes we don't always follow the dietary guidelines of staying off of sugar completely or off of candy completely. You may be asking, do we still do the candy throwaway party even when we are allowing the kids to have a small amount of candy here or there? And yes, we do. Even when we're allowing some sugar, I don't want the kids to overdo it. I remember overdoing it as a kid, and I really don't want them to have belly aches from the candy. So when they do eat candy, it's only a little bit at a time. Normally, I prefer them not to have candy, honestly. I want to help them not enjoy it as much as they do, but there are exceptions, and we've learned to kind of go with the flow a little bit more in the last few years. Yes, even when we are allowing sugar, we still really enjoy to have a Candy Crusher party at least once a year. Most of the time, I try to put away the crushable candies, the candies that are going to really be fun to experiment with. Those ones I like to save for the candy throwaway party or Candy Crusher party, because I know that they are going to enjoy those more in crushing them than they will in eating them. Chocolate, I do not put in the Candy Crusher party. I have a love for chocolate, especially European chocolate. Mind you, I didn't really feel like that until I became an adult. I don't know. I just never really loved chocolate as a kid, but now that I'm an adult, I really love European chocolate. American chocolate, not so much, but because I love chocolate and because it doesn't smush well, the kids haven't really done a lot with chocolate in the Candy Crusher party. They feel like that is their exception. They get to have chocolate, but they save the other candies for the crushing action. So why might your family consider a candy crushing party? There are a couple of reasons. The first reason is you are trying so hard to help your kids choose healthy choices, and you want to give them a fun way of choosing a healthy choice, of avoiding quite so much candy. This is a really good reason to choose to do a candy crushing party, because kids love smashing candy and they love experimenting with it, like putting different things on it, seeing if it sizzles or what happens. Number two, you may want to try a candy throwaway party or a candy crushing party because you know that your kids really love to smash things.
I want to smush you.
Seeing them with the candy, they all really enjoy smashing the candy. It lets out a little bit of aggression that maybe they're not allowed to let out on each other. When it comes to health, I have always felt like it's not really what we have to give up, it's what we have to switch around a little bit. With a little creativity, you can eat all of the same things that you love in a healthy way. And just the same, you can teach your kids to have fun being healthy too. This is just one of the ways that we do that in our family. Hopefully this inspired you to at least one option you have for a healthy way of dealing with candy around the house. So if you would consider doing a candy crushing party with your family, comment below and remember to hit that like button. To see the full clip of our actual candy crushing party, click right up here. And to subscribe, which I would love for you to join our community, just check over here.